topics for the day, frequently asked questions, talk a little bit about thank yous for people who have referred me, and also how to refer me. So start off with an easy question that you guys asked. What is the meaning of life? That is actually one of the questions that I received. It's obvious, isn't it? The answer is 42, right? Everybody agree with that? Okay, so if you don't believe me, look it up. Anyway, so the other question that's pretty easy is, do we sell new or refurbished computers? And in truth, we actually sell both. We sell both brand new, name brand computers, refurbished computers, and with refurbished we can sell Apple products, and then also we do custom built computers. So another question is, what's the bread and butter of our business, which I think is an excellent question. The answer really is we support and repair desktop and laptop computers, along with the IT networks. Another question is, can you fix Macs better than Apple can? And the answer is, in many cases, yes, but it depends on part availability. Apple really controls its part supply, so if we cannot get the parts, we cannot repair them. Otherwise, we do a very good job of repairing Macs. Another question is, do you do sound systems? And the answer is really not. We really focus on computers and IT networks. We don't really get outside of that space. Another question, which is a very good question we get a lot, is what is the best antivirus solution out there? So for consumers, we really like Malwarebytes. It's an excellent product. It gets very good detection rates, and it's been doing it for a long, long time. For businesses, we like the capabilities of WebRoot. It is a much more advanced system, but not necessarily that appropriate for consumers. And another option that we've sold for many years is Kaspersky antivirus. We're not selling it as much now because Kaspersky is a Russian company, and there is concerns about the Russian government being able to coerce them into putting code into the antivirus. It's totally unfounded so far, but it is a good product with very high detection rates, but you don't necessarily have to go that route. There's better products also. Another question is, very good, is how to avoid getting hacked. So if you look on your table, you will see from cybersecure.org a handout that I gave that gives you about 8 things to do to protect yourself from being hacked. So let me talk about 3 of those. The first one is just do secure work like banking on secure networks. Don't do that at Starbucks. A second thing is always use 2-factor authentication. Although it adds a little bit of friction to your life because it takes an extra step to get on, it's a really good way to prevent a lot of methods of trying to hack into you. And then also to take advantage of cybersecurity training. And that could be, for me, I give trainings periodically every year. There's online training, et cetera. But one of the best ways to prevent getting hacked is to keep up to date with ways people are hacking you. So look online and keep informed. Okay, so another question is how to properly maintain my computer. So this is really not that difficult. The first thing to know is that computers, their big enemy is heat. So you want to keep the computer or laptop well ventilated. It's not really, even though it's called a laptop, you don't really want to put it on your lap because a lot of times it blocks the vents. So you definitely want to keep it ventilated and keep it cool. If it's a desktop computer, if you put it in some type of cabinet space, make sure that that is ventilated in there, or the hot air is just going to keep circulating around and heats it up. The second thing to do is I always recommend to restart your computer daily. And it flushes out all the information that you have in RAM and all the bits and pieces that maybe didn't quite go away when you closed down a program. And also it allows updates to happen completely so that when there are security updates that come through, if you restart the computer, they go into effect and it protects your computer. And then finally, to reduce the amount of risk that you have of people getting into your computer, get rid of all your applications that are old or antiquated and are not being used anymore, that are not kept up to date, because that's one way the bad guys can get into your computers. Okay, so tell us a little bit about the capabilities of remote. We do a lot more remote now than we used to. And the reason why is that we can really do many things less expensively than rolling a truck out to your location. And so one of the real key thing is that if you can get to the internet, we can get to you, and we can solve a lot of problems that are not associated with hardware. So skipping ahead, let me get to my thank yous. I want to thank the people in this room for giving referrals. We really appreciate your business. We want certainly to be able to satisfy both you and your clients so that when you give a little bit of your trust on our behalf to your clients, that we can help them to the best of our ability. And then finally, ideal size for my business is 3 to 30 computers. And then an ideal person to talk to me is a local business owner or office manager. Again, my name is Wade Cantrell, Cantrell's Computer Sales and Service. Thank you very much.